We still continue with part 2 of infidelity. So as I was saying there earlier on, it is better for the couples to try their best before you part ways and experience new life out there. It's better you try to salvage your marriage using all means possible, including negotiation between yourselves, even involving the in-laws, because once you leave that marriage, the women say they have gone back to their parents. The man remains. When they say they have gone back to their parents, they don't go back there to talk the good side of the man, to an extent where their parents actually support them not to go back. So once they have tasted the forbidden fruits out there, they realize, oh, you mean this world is so good? If only I knew this earlier on. But little do they know that once you experience others' forbidden fruits, there are chances that you will not be able to settle again in your former marriage. Even if you reconcile, the parents agree, you sort out the myriad issues that had caused the conflict, the fact that you have gone back to your marriage with the experience you had during that time you are temporarily separated, you come back with the same experience. So what will happen? This man or this woman will still continue with his infidelity acts even within marriage. So both the woman and the man will be playing a hide and seek game. They start lying, I'm late for work, the boss gave me a lot of work, that is why I left the work late. I have just rushed here in the supermarket, or I'm just rushing these children to school. All this is a way of creating opportunities so that you can have a chance to meet those friends who will give you a different feeling. Now from there are chances that this marriage will never stabilize. And you may find you are in the same house. Toxic relationship starts because the woman starts undermining the man. The man equally starts undermining the woman because he has realized there are better women there who can give her better sexual satisfaction. There are other caring women out there who are better off than my wife. The same case applies to the woman. There are other men there out there who are good enough, who are ready to support me without even caring whether I am in the marriage or not, so long as I'll be able to fulfill his or her obligations at the time of need. So you can see infidelity may not necessarily have started in the marriage. The partners may have come into the marriage as a way of convenience, maybe because having experienced those sexual escapades out there long enough, they felt they are aging, so they feel they need to settle down. The act of settling down is to please their parents and maybe the community where they come from, because in a society there are certain expectations at certain ages When a woman reaches the age of between 25 to 30, she is expected to get married. When a man approaches 30 years and above, the parents would want this man to settle down, to have a family. So some of them do not go into these marriages because they are prepared for them, but to fulfill certain cultural obligations. Now, this infidelity may not necessarily have started in marriage. They might have come already having that experience out there. Why does a man become an infidel? Is it because he feels that experiencing from so many women is a way of conquering, is a way of showing how a champion you are? It may have originated from the childhood upbringing. Maybe the parents or the people around him knew that maybe their parents were not upright. The mother may have been involved in the same. The father may have been involved in the same. So to them, they find this infidelity as something that is acceptable within the family. So even when they practice it, they feel it is something that is culturally normal. So it is very good, before people sit down and involve themselves in certain decisions like marriage, whereby you are going to live with this partner for a very long time, maybe entire life, it's good to be prepared of the expectations ahead, such that if you feel you are not prepared for the task, it is better to take your time than involving yourself in the same only to regret when you are already in it. So you end up messing up while you are within marriage. Infidelity can be dangerous because if a woman may be faithful, because not necessarily both partners being unfaithful, if a woman is faithful, if she has come from a very strong Christian or Muslim or other religious backgrounds where they are taught morals and they are coming into a marriage prepared, they expect their husbands also to be faithful. But when they realize that they themselves are faithful, but their husbands are not, then they feel shortchanged and they lose that trust. And there is nothing bad like a woman losing trust in a man, because redeeming that trust may take forever. So the woman, when she realizes that the man is involved in infidelity, she feels so humiliated, her self-esteem goes down, she feels misused, so she may end up doing things that are unimaginable. It is only recently of a case whereby a mother of two, because of the infidelity of the man, decided to take her life and that of the two innocent children. She had enough time to explain why she has decided to commit suicide and to kill her own children, explaining that it is out of the infidelity of the man whom she trusted so much, and she was not ready to share her husband with other women. What infuriated her most is to realize that the husband did not only have one woman but many, around 6 women, different women. So the end result was killing innocent children and also taking her own life. To add insult to injury, she disclosed how much money she had in her accounts and even gave the secret number so that the man can withdraw that money and continue using it with her women, his women. That was the last straw of a camel that broke the camel's neck. So now tell me, with this kind of experience, how will this man live? He will live with a lot of regrets. When he flashes back the cause of the death of his entire family because of the infidelity, you can see some things are taken lightly, but something like infidelity is taken very, very seriously, especially by those partners who are faithful to their parties. Men likewise have had such similar experiences. They end up killing their wives and even killing their lovers and end up in jail or even committing suicide. So when we talk about infidelity, people just take it lightly, but it seems it is a trend that is growing very fast and something needs to be done very early. There is need of counseling, giving sufficient sexual education, courtship counseling, preparing these couples before they commit themselves into marriage, because they end up causing the death of innocent people who are not really involved in their problems. So, dear Kenyans, I know the lifestyle has changed, a lot of things have changed, but you can see the aftermath of infidelity. It can have far-reaching negative effects. So let us assess ourselves. If we are not ready to involve ourselves in lifetime marriages, do not involve yourself in marriages only to become infidels within marriage, because it can destroy the family and it can destroy lives of innocent people.